Let's play a Zombify and get another Massacre warm-up. That's it. A lot of damage to them. And the game is over. One more game, one more victory. Hello you and welcome back to another MTG Arena gameplay here on MTG Barbieri. I'm Bruno Barbieri and today I'm bringing to you a Grixis Reanimator. But as always, before I explain this deck to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell button to be notified every time I post a new content here, and also follow me on Instagram at mtg_barbieri, because there you will find a totally different type of content also related to the Magic the Gathering game. And don't forget that this deck list here is on my tier hub. You can find the link in the description below. Just click in the link, go to my website, copy the deck list from there, and import it directly to your MTG Arena. And if you want to check my final thoughts about this deck, just go after the 5th game. I added a small summary at the end of this video, and there you will find my experience playing the current ranking that I was playing in the moment that I recorded this video, and also the weakness and the strengths of this deck, and what kind of tweaks you can maybe perform on this deck here, what you can remove, what you can add, for example, to play better against some types of specific archetypes that you may face during your games. So let's talk about this deck here. It's a Grixis, so which means it's a blue, black, and red deck. We have 13 big creatures here that deals a lot of damage, that can really control the battlefield really fast. But we are not playing it from our hand, of course. We need to discard this creature here. So we have Shard Course, where we can draw 2 cards, then discard a card unless you attack this turn. We have Fear of Missing Out. We have 3 creatures here that discard stuff. That Fear of Missing Out, when this creature enters, discard a card and draw a card. And don't forget that it has the Delirium mechanic. Whenever this creature attacks, for the first time each turn, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, untap target creature. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. We also have Kiora, the Rising Tide. When Kiora enters, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. And it has the Threshold mechanic that says whenever Kiora attacks, if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you may create a Scission of the Deep, a legendary 8/8 blue octopus creature token. And we have the Dreadwing Scavenger. It has flying, and whenever this creature enters or attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. And it also has the Threshold mechanic that says this creature gets +1/+1 and has Death Touch, as long as there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. And also we have Bearded Triumph that we can use to discard a card, paying as an additional cost, or pay 3 life, and we can destroy a target creature or planeswalker. And we have the Ill-Timed Explosion, that you can draw 2 cards, then you may discard 2 cards. When you do, Ill-Timed Explosion deals X damage to each creature, where X is the greatest mana value among cards discarded this way. So this works as a global removal, and we have a spot removal here. So how we will bring back the creatures from the graveyard? We have Kavaero, Mind Beaten, and it works pretty well to bring back the Bringer of the Last Gift. Why? Because this creature here only works when you cast it. So basically, if you use a Zombify, it will not work because you didn't cast it. However, if you play a Kavaero Mind Beating from your hand and say that Kavaero will be the Bringer of the Last Gift, it will work as you have cast it from your hand. It's the same thing. So it will activate, it will trigger the mechanic of the Bringer of the Last Gift. That's extremely powerful, because when this creature enters, if you cast it, each player sacrifices all other creatures they control, then each player returns all creature cards from the graveyard that weren't put there this way to the battlefield. So basically you will have a lot of strong creatures here, and then on turn 4, hopefully you use Kavaero to get the Bringer of the Last Gift, and then the Bringer of the Last Gift will wipe the board entirely, and then you will get all the creatures from your graveyard and from the graveyard of your opponent as well to their control, and everything except the cards that were on the battlefield in the moment that the Bringer of the Last Gift entered on the battlefield. So basically this is the idea here. If you try to use Lively Dirge pay the 2 colorless spree cost and bring Kavaero back, it will not work as well. You should play Kavaero from your hand. If you try to use Lively Dirge to get Kavaero, to drop Kavaero to the graveyard and then get from the graveyard to the battlefield, you will not be able to get the Bringer of the Last Gift. Actually, you will get, but nothing will happen. So it doesn't matter. It's the only way that you have to activate the Bringer is playing it from your hand or playing through Kavaero Mind Beaten. Also, we have some great creatures here that when they enter in game can help you to deal a lot of damage. For example, we have here the Terror of the Peaks. It's a 5/4, it has flying, and spell your opponent's cast that targets this creature costs an additional 3 life to cast. However, the best part of this card here is whenever another creature you control enters, this creature deals damage equal to that creature's power to any targets. So basically we have a lot of strong creatures here with a lot of power, and if they enter together with the Terror of the Peaks, each one of them will cause a damage to any target that is the same as their power. So it will works perfectly. You can maybe even finish the game. I finished some games just bringing the Terror of the Peaks with Bringer of the Last Gift, and the game was over really fast. Also, we have here the Tannuk Steadfast. Tannuk Steadfast Second. Other creatures you control have Haste, and artifacts cards and red creature cards in your hand have Warp 2, 2 colorless mana, and 1 red mana. So basically, if you bring back Tannuk, a lot of creatures with the Bringer of the Last Gift, all of them will have Haste. Imagine you playing a Valgavoth with Haste. So it's brutal. See, so you really have a lot of fun doing this type of strategy here. And we have Valgavoth, it has flying, lifelink, and a ward that says sacrifice 3 no-land permanents, it's a 9/9. And if a card you didn't control would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. During your turn, you may play cards exiled with Valgavoth. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than pay its mana cost. And also we have the Massacre Worm. If your opponent has a lot of small creatures, this is insanely good. You can even finish the game just playing the creature here, especially if you have 2. That happened to me. I played 2 Massacre Worm, one after another, and I basically ended the game. I won the game just playing the second one because it destroyed all their creatures, and they lost 2 life for each creature that they lost by the -2/-2 counter on the creature. Because when this creature enters, creatures your opponent's control get -2/-2 until end of turn. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, that player loses 2 life. So if you have 2, they will lose 4 life for each creature that they lost when Massacre Worm entered on the battlefield. And finally, we have here the Storm Shrek Pharaoh. It has the Omen Sorcery that will help us to discard as well, but I put here as a creature. But remember, you can use the Omen Sorcery here, the Flesh Out, because you can discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. So you can discard a big creature here and draw 2 cards. And also it is a creature, it has flying, haste, and you may pay a red mana, 1 colorless mana, and this creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So it's very strong as well, especially because it has flying, and you can increase their power. So basically this is the idea of the deck here. Let's see how all this thing works in practice. See you in the gameplay. Okay, let's keep 7. We can surveil 1. Fear of missing out. No, fear of missing out is needed. Maybe it's an aggro deck. Let's see, let's play Fear of Missing Out, and we can discard this creature here. Then we have a Shard of Course. Okay, great, we have another land. Timed Explosion, do I need this? Yeah, I may need. Let's Chart a Course. And we can discard this one here. Okay, another creature. Would be great if I could get the Bringer of the Last Gift. I believe it's the name. Valgavoth. Man, this is terrible. I just have 3 lands here. I just have 3 lands. If I had 1 more land, I could destroy all their creatures. Too bad. Yeah, down to 15, then down to 10, at least. Okay, we are down to 10. Okay, finally I got a land here. Let's play this one. That's gonna be what? Black, because we don't have. Pay to life. Let's draw 2 cards. And we can discard this one here. And the Dreadwing Scavenger. Great, 90 damage to all creatures. Now let's hope that they don't win the game on their turn. Okay, even better. We can scry 1 now. Zombify, great. Let's get the Valgavoth. Let's get a Valgavoth here. They need to have at least... Actually, they need to have exactly 3 permanents. No land permanents to destroy this creature here. Otherwise, they will not be able to destroy it. I can get some life back with my Valgavoth. Bolt Wave, okay. They need to cast a Lightning Strike and a Burst Lightning. If they accomplish this, it's gonna be very problematic. Fabled Passage. Let's get a land here. Swamp, because I have a lot of black cards here. Let's attack. Yeah, they don't have. Great. Now we are a little safer here. Let's play good game. Oh, sorry. It's good game. That's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay, let's keep 7. We can begin with a mountain. And then play a Fear of Missing Out. Okay, hello. Let's play a mountain. And here we go. Then we go for Swamp and Fear of Missing Out. And what we can discard. If I had a big creature, it would be better. Oh, we have great Fear of Missing Out, and we can discard the Terror of the Peaks. Now let's hope we find a land. Okay, we didn't. We didn't. We can use Lively Dirge. And get the Bringer of the Last Gift, I believe. Okay, we have a land here, Surveil 1, perfect. Let's see what we get. Perfect. Now we are going to do what? Nothing. We just wait. I don't have a blue mana yet. Okay, we're going to destroy my creature. 5 damage on my Fear of Missing Out. Okay, brutal. Let's see here. We can I will need to have another land on the next turn. So what can I do to be sure that I can play Kavaero? Let's play this one here, the Flesh Out. We can discard Valgavoth and we draw 2 cards. Okay, we got the land that we needed. Great. We can Surveil 1 again. Bringer of the Last Gift. It's exactly what I needed. Let's hope we don't die this turn. Perfect. Hired Claw and Amber Challenger. Okay, I'm taking 2, 4, 5, and then 6 damage when I draw another card. And we can destroy all their creatures at once. I hope that they don't have 2 Lightning Strike, because it can be a real problem. Let's play this one here tapped. I don't want to lose more life. Let's play a Kavaero, get the Bringer of the Last Gift. And now it's magic time. Let's deal all the damage that we can do on them and finish the game. That's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay, let's keep 7. Let's Surveil 1. It's important. I think I will keep this one because we can discard some cards if needed. Let's play the island. Fear of Missing Out. Let's discard the Valgavoth. Okay, we have a mountain. Great. Chief Lockhart. Okay, I need to be fast here. Let's say... Let's scry 1. Tannuk. Okay. Let's discard the Bringer of the Last Gift. No attacks. I think that I will hold the Fear of Missing Out to block Chifa. I can use Kavaero to get the Bringer of the Last Gift and destroy all the creatures. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I will block here because I want to bring Fear of Missing Out back. That's what we can do. Oh man, I still can't play Kavaero. Too bad. Let's draw a card here. We can discard Terror of the Peaks. And finally we have a swamp here, but we can only play on our next turn. And by there, maybe we are already dead. Let's see, 2, 4, 8, 16. They need to play 3 lands on this turn, so they will be able to win the game. Okay. It's gonna be double the power. Oh, okay, great, perfect. No problem. They doubled the power, but was not enough yet. Let's play Kavaero. Let's get the Bringer of the Last Gift. We destroy their creature, get our back, and we can deal a lot of damage. 9, 6, 2. Fear of Missing Out, we can discard here. We draw a card. Great. And we have this one here that I don't want to use. Don't want to pay life for this. Okay. Mossborn Hydra, no problem. Unless you have haste, I have a problem. Okay, one more game, one more victory. Okay, we can keep 7. We are going to scry 1 first, playing the stepped land here. Yeah, I need a land. Then we can use Bitter Triumph and discard Tannuk or something like this. Kiora, I believe that's not necessary. Okay, it's gonna be another... No, it's not Chocobo's deck. Let's play an island here. Actually, I should have played this one, but whatever. Let's draw 2 cards and we can discard what? A Tannuk. Then we go for Kiora, maybe. Oh, we have a... Actually, we'll play this one here, scry 1. Another Fear of Missing Out I don't need. Let's play the Fear of Missing Out here. And we can discard the Bringer. Great, now we have enough lands to get the Bringer back and destroy other creatures at once. And get Tannuk, of course. Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay. You will get some life back. And I will be down to 12. We have a swamp here. Let's see what we can do. I can use a Timed Explosion as well here. So we can get Kiora. Yeah, let's destroy their creatures. Let's choose what? Kiora. And this Dread Wing Scavenger here. We destroy other creatures and... Perfect. Now we can discard what? The Fear of Missing Out. And we get another land. Fair. Okay, now we can play Kavaero. Okay, don't care. Swamp. Yeah, I think that I'm going to wait for... Yeah, I should have played the Kavaero before because they will return their creature. Let's get the Bringer here. We have a lot more creatures than them. Let's discard here and discard here. Can discard the Bringer. And we can discard this one here. And we can attack with all. Perfect. Let's discard this Multiversal Passage. Yeah, great. They are now down to 5. Then we can play... What we can play? Actually... does not make so much difference here. Let's block here. We are down to 9. Valley Might Caller, okay. But it doesn't care. It really doesn't care. We are not getting anything right now because it will not help us. Let's attack. Let's take action. We create a weight 8 here. And let's discard this one. Whatever. That's it. One more game, one more victory. Okay, let's keep 7. We can surveil 1 first. Then we can use Sharta Course to ditch the Bringer of the Last Gift. Okay, we have another one here. We don't need 2 right now. Mountain. Sharta Course. Let's draw some cards here. Oh, we have Zombify. We can discard what? This one here. Okay, great. Amalia. Yeah, I have a Massacre Worm here. Scry 1. Lively Dirge. Okay, don't need another one. I need a land. Let's play Short Course. Then we discard what? Massacre Worm, of course. And then we can zombify the worm and kill their creatures, I believe. Hinterland Sanctifier. Okay, I will not be able to kill all of them. Lunar Convocation. I will be able to destroy all of them, no problem. We need what? A black mana. Yeah, we have a blue, red, blue, black. Yeah, we need a black one. Let's get a swamp. Now we play a Zombify. And actually, if I get the Bringer of the Last Gift, it will not work. So I will get the Massacre Worm. So it will destroy all their creatures. Perfect. Now I need to find, with Lively Dirge, Kavaero. Especially if they destroy my Massacre Worm again. Oh, they are now down to 14. They are playing a lot of creatures. Okay. Marauding Blight Priest. Okay. Let's play this one here. Search a library for a card, put it to the graveyard. Okay, put to the graveyard. It's not going to help me. Let's play this one here. Discard a card. It's gonna be the Bringer of the Last Gift. Oh, we have a Massacre Worm. Another one. Let's play again. Now we discard the Massacre Worm. And we have a land here that we can scry one. Yeah, I don't need this one here now. We can get the other Massacre Worm. No attacks. I will hold the attacks because I don't want to take a lot of damage this turn. So it's better to be safe than sorry. I don't think that they can deal 14 damage on me at once. Starscape Cleric. Okay. One more damage to the face. Very synergic this deck here. Let's survey one. Okay, don't need this. I really don't. Let's play a Zombify. And get another Massacre Worm. That's it. A lot of damage to them. And the game is over. One more game, one more victory. And that's the deck, folks. If you got any questions about the build or how it plays, drop a comment. I will be glad to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, and follow me on Instagram for extra content. Catch you in the next one.